All right, so President Trump sends National Guard to the border, and all the left is saying, well, why are you doing that? What's the crisis? There's like 35,000 people who came across the border illegally, but I bet you it's a lot more because we don't really know how many people are flooding across this border. And I say something that very few people say. I don't get why we're sending the National Guard, taking them away from their real jobs. Let's send the troops. There's this law that came after the Civil War, right? Because the southern states still didn't like the feds, so that we can't use the Army for arresting and detaining people. I have no problem with Army troops being at the border and arresting and detaining anyone they want, because it's our border.
Well, when you look at the border situation, Donald Trump, as president, has the power of his office to send troops to the border. And the law you were speaking about, those southern states saying the government cannot come in and arrest people, well, that's not applying in this case, because that's American citizens, but they will be arresting illegal immigrants who are not yet American citizens. So that does not apply.
Well, actually, the law even allows them to get welfare here, and I think that's ridiculous.
But here's the issue. What Donald Trump is doing is taking an extreme step, saying to Congress, we must come together with a real immigration solution to this problem, because if Congress doesn't come together and do something, both houses, then they leave it to Donald Trump. And he is going to fix it according to his own understanding of the immigration problem, which is going to be extremely extreme. It is true that we don't have enough resources to take care of everybody that comes. It is true that America financially doesn't have enough resources to fix its own internal problems, starting with education, healthcare, etc. So if we allow thousands, tens of thousands of more to come in, it further adds pressure to an already broken system. And so what we're going to have to do now is lock this situation down. We can't take any more, but let's try to fix the internal infrastructure of this nation for its own citizens who are not receiving benefits that they so desperately deserve, that are going to others who are not yet American citizens.
Okay, time for sanctions against Mexico. It's time for our president to tell Mexico, look, one way or another, you've got to police your side of the border. Because, quite honestly, we don't need a wall. We don't even need, like, tuna fish sandwiches on the border if Mexico would control its border to the United States.
But let's tell the truth. Mexico has stronger immigration laws than what we have.
But they don't care who comes.
But let me tell you why. Because this is something nobody really talks about. When you look at the amount of money that's wired back from America to Mexico's to families of immigrants that are here. Those who are working here send money back to Mexico. Well, then Mexico is not paying a tax on that money. So really, the legal immigrants in America are helping to subsidize the entire economy of Mexico by the amount of money that they're making here. And they should help their families if they so desire to do so. But America should follow Mexico's example and have strict laws for the border like Mexico does.
And that's the bottom line. Look, the bottom line here is that we have a right, fundamental right, to control our borders. I say change that stupid law. Let's use the troops we're already paying. Let's put them on the border. And look, I don't care if you have to shoot people. You can't come over illegally.
But changing the laws are necessary. Just enforce the laws that are already on the books.